Welcome back. We're the Turrentine Sisters podcast. We're going to continue to wine a while. So let's wine a while. And you all know I'm Sheila. Valencia is over there. That's another Turrentine sister. And April is still running around in the studio. But we're back again for our this is the second season, episode number 1. And it's maybe part 2. Nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and continue with our first conversation. And we just want to, first of all, I want to thank all of our panelists. We have thoroughly enjoyed you all today. I've learned a lot. Yes. And our question was today, or our topic was today, dating, the challenges of dating over 50. But we have basically 2 more questions for our panelists today. The first one is, what is your number 1 challenge of dating over 50? Let's start with Deborah.
My challenge is, where do you meet people? You know, because I don't, in my circle of things that I do, it's just kind of been a challenge to meet people, you know.
Meeting people.
Yeah, meeting people.
Okay.
Meeting guys, let me say that.
Okay.
Because I'm a pretty outgoing person, you know,
Okay.
and but meeting guys.
Okay. Okay. So you do meet people at church?
I do, but you know, they don't approach me at church. I don't know why.
Oh.
And I think I'm pretty personable,
Uh-huh.
you know, but maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe I already taken the ones at church.
Well, you know what's so funny? You see them watching,
Uh-huh.
but they don't approach.
Oh, that's a whole nother
That's
talk
all
show.
You're too angelic.
I'm too angelic. I don't know. Well, that's not. I wouldn't say that because all the people at church call me saucy, so I don't know how angelic saucy should be.
Okay, so we're gonna put that on the blackboard. Meeting people. Next, let's go with Dwayne. What's your number 1 challenge?
Interesting. I haven't really thought about that because I'm fairly flirtatious. But no, let me qualify that. I don't go out and just hit on women constantly. I just realized during my divorce that just be nice to everybody. Just smile. You know, hey, how you doing? And I walked up on women at the gas station and hey, thanks. And they were fine. I said, just thanks for being here today.
Wow.
And I have no agenda 99% of the time. It's just, hey, I'll see somebody. Hey, how you doing? And, okay, it's a side story that I lost too many friends to suicide.
Yeah.
And you never know when a conversation is all the person needs.
Right.
So, and I've been misconstrued, oh, you're way too flirty. I'm not that flirtatious.
Right.
I mean, I am flirtatious, don't get me wrong. But, you know, I guess that's right. I'm trying to find just trying to find somebody that actually just
Find your person.
is that one. I mean, I
Find your
always,
person,
you know, around not being bragging. Yeah, you can always find somebody. But you want to find somebody that just,
Right.
you're like, hey, I'll call you up in about an hour. Okay, I'll be right back. Or like, I'm on a motorcycle. I'll call you as soon as I get home. I'm out with the fellas. I'll call you when I get home. I miss that, that intimacy. Is this the right term?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
That's
that's
it.
good.
That's it.
And just, I mean, I want to find that. I'm looking. It's going to show up one day. I mean, I can honestly say all of my best relationships, I ran into them by accident.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Regina, let's go with you. What's
So-
your number 1 challenge?
Okay. Challenge, I would say for me, maybe I would say, I don't know where I want to be as far as, because I feel like I have a lot to bring. I don't know, like age-wise, where I want to be, because I attract all ages. And I know, you know, what I'm saying, I don't know.
Just jump
Just-
in. I mean, if
Well, you're
that
so
age
beautiful.
comes,
I mean, everyone's attracted to you.
Are
Well, it
you
ain't so much
attracted to
that.
them?
No, I mean,
What's the challenge?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I like older and I like kind of young, but I don't know where I want to be. So it's just
Okay.
a challenge for me right now.
Okay.
Careful
Well,
turning that corner when you're walking home.
Yeah.
Seriously.
ah,
You
that's
can't walk
lovely.
home. You might run into somebody. No, I'm not
Yeah.
I'm being,
Yeah.
you know, I think we spend a lot of time trying to categorize, line
That's,
up what
yeah,
we want.
I do that.
It works for me. You know, I'm no genius. I am what I am. But if you just let, you call it karma, participate, whatever you want, drive the boat,
That's what I'm.
you know, steer down, you will, I would say majority of the time, you get what you're entitled to. You just have to, you
I
know,
see
I think we
that.
overthink it, because we have to think about it.
Yeah.
There's so much information that we get daily, you know, just thinking of what we're doing here. I mean, I came here, I didn't have a field day sitting back here.
Yeah.
A whole lot of stuff that I'm gonna process later on, like I
Yeah.
always do.
Me too.
Afterwards, and they'll, okay, I can use that, I can use that, I can use that. Ooh, I'm screwing up right there.
Yeah.
But you can't control all circumstances.
No.
You know, okay, I use a prime example. I go to the rifle range with the button. That's my newest release. Accuracy shooting, which is basically trying to put all your bullets in one square inch at 100 yards, shoot out to 1,000 yards. It sounds easy. It took me 6 months to learn how to shoot out to 862 yards accurately. I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot. That's a kilometer.
That's a lot.
And when you look at it, you're like, I shot that, and you know, you hit a target as wide as my shoulder, like 800, you're like, I actually did that. But people ask, I say, well, a whole lot of money, a whole lot of time, and a whole lot of time with me and my coach arguing back and forth. But, you know, and that's why I said you can't control everything. Sometimes you just got to step back
Yeah, that's-
and just let it drive itself down the road. That's what's
Yeah, that's what I received that.
And just relax.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great advice.
That is a challenge. Think
That's
about
the
it.
challenge.
Think about it. You're in the car. You're controlling the car. You're controlling the radio. You're processing everything that's going on. You're not really enjoying the ride until you're in the passenger seat.
Okay. So
Think about it.
Yeah.
When you're in the driver's seat, you're doing all the work. You know, it's nice when you have kids. You jump in their car, you take a nap.
Yeah.
You look out the window. You're not controlling anything, and it just flows.
Wow. Okay.
That's good.
Herman, what's your number one challenge?
My number one challenge is someone who can put my best interest at heart. Put my best interest at heart. Say for instance, I was listening to him. For Valentine's Day, I'm single. You know, I went to the gas station. Excuse me, went to the gas station and I see a woman who's very attractive, pumping her own gas. I knew that she didn't have a Valentine's because she's pumping her own gas. Because if she had a man, that wouldn't have to be done because he would have already done all of it for her.
She's a real
If she had a real man.
yeah. That's
So I volunteered. I said, excuse me. I said, I'm gonna pump your gas for you. And happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's sweet.
You know.
So sweet.
right. And what did she say?
She was like, no, I don't, and thank you. And she almost teared up.
Just the little things.
You know, it's not about what you can do. It's not about what because I'm gonna always be a man. I'm always be a man, and I was gonna be a gentleman first. You know, so when no one can put my interests, my best interests first, because I'm always gonna put their best interests first.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
You
awesome.
know, and when because I'm a Taurus, so I can feel that. I'm about that energy. If I don't feel, if you're not giving me that same energy back, I pull back.
All
That's
right,
why-
Charles.
That's why when you're not giving me, that's why I'm divorced twice, because when I'm not giving that energy, I'm always giving my all. I'm always giving my all until I feel that you're not giving yours,
Right.
and then I
Okay,
pull back.
great. Okay,
I mean,
Rosalind.
yeah, because it's too many people on this planet for me to be tripping on.
Right. That, absolutely.
Okay.
Rosalind?
I think that what he just said brought a budget challenge. It's too many on the planet for you to think about just one. That kind of is a challenge to me because I feel like there is this new world and this new internet age and everything. It brings about that attitude that it's way too many people for me to be dedicated to you, or I'm not saying you're
If
feeling
you're not
like
giving
that.
it
I'm
back,
not saying
if
you're.
that person not giving it back, I gotta move around because I'm closer to 60 than I am to 50.
Of course, and so am I.
But I
So-
understand what you're saying though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what you're saying basically is, so you may have a certain set of ideals and standards and things that you govern yourself by. And it's probably gonna be a little harder to be with you than it's gonna be with somebody else who may not have the same kinds of things. So I get what you're, and then so like you said, we all know that there's more men, more women,
Exactly.
you know, than there
I'm
are
glad you straightened that
men. So they have this plethora of, people to choose from, So it makes it hard for people, for somebody like yourself. Because the idea is that, well, if she ain't acting right, it's about 200,000 more out there.
But the
that
thing
will.
is, he and I only want one. And when we dedicate ourselves to one, that's all we want. Because we need everything that we want in one. We don't have to look outside of what's out in the world. We want just one who can give everything to us. We don't have to look outside.
But you said if you're not acting right, I got a whole.
First
The
of
thing
all,
about it is, how do you know she wasn't having a bad day, a bad month? We as women, we're going through,
Emotional.
as we were talking about, we have to take some pellets just to get us right.
At this
Oh, that's the new thing y'all call it, pellets now. That's what we doing in the 23. Okay.
What I'm saying is,
We calling it pellets
what I'm
now.
saying is,
Okay.
you may be going through your skinny years, and not your fat ones. So
Y'all
I
act like we
need you to
take
kind
things
of
too?
hold
I want
on
to
to
make
me.
sure he's, not
Instead
running.
of,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm done, I'm
Okay.
going on over here to see what else is new. Let me flip some
Well,
paper.
you're not leaving that
The
easy.
challenge-
See,
Go ahead, I'm
No,
sorry.
what
Not
we
leaving that
say,
easy, are you?
that
That's what
No,
she said.
no, we don't need that. It's because women divorce quicker than men. We really do want to be there. We want to be there,
But you already said you the divorcer though,
I'm
right?
a divorcer, but the thing is that you really want to be there. But there's circumstances.
After you tried everything.
Did you say circumstances?
Yes, okay.
Okay. There are circumstances to every situation. There's always something. There's always something that go. We don't necessarily. Like I said, I have come from a married family, like himself.
Yeah.
Except you had a bunch of married people, couples. There was only two in my whole neighborhood
Yeah.
of 13 miles.
Okay,
Just
can
me and
I
my
just say
best
something?
friend.
I don't know if this is your story or not, but,
No.
so, you ain't heard it. Okay, so, how about, like, when you get in your next relationship, just kind of think about this, I'm just saying, like, try to be more open. You know how earlier you talked about it, you said that you don't, just like, for men, y'all don't open up easily, or like, sharing with your woman, or your partner, or your person, whoever you with. How about trying a little bit more of that?
To open up.
I'm just
Being vulnerable.
being more vulnerable. Like, I'm just saying, no, because that may bring on something different. That may bring on something different. You can't do the same.
Even his lip turned up like.
No, I said what she's saying. If
No,
you're in
I
a
understand
serious
what you're saying.
relationship,
I get
I'm
what
not
you're
saying
saying,
meet somebody
yeah.
in 1 month and then you pouring your heart out. I'm saying like, work at it, like do something, you gotta do something different to get something different. Because insanity is doing the same thing, expecting.
Yeah, I know
them
what
to
it
do
is.
something.
It's- yeah,
I'm
I
just
get
saying,
it.
I know you know,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I know.
I'm just saying.
You just saying.
That part.
But I like I said, every woman is different. You're
That's
different from
true.
her.
That is true.
Both of my wives are different than each other. I don't have a certain type.
Yeah.
I don't have a type.
Okay.
Some people have a type.
Yeah.
I don't have a type. One is different than the other.
Yes.
But I still, as a man, we have a type, even though we don't have a type. Our mother, no, let me explain something. We have a mother. We have a mother. And there's certain aspects and certain things about our mother that we respect, that we honor, that we love
Right.
about our mother, that, and y'all like, ew, mama baby. No,
No.
that's what I'm just saying. But just like
Okay.
you were speaking,
Yes,
or you were
yes,
speaking,
yeah.
you are your father's daughter. You are
That's
his
love,
baby.
that's the love part.
So if that can be reciprocated, because it's hard to find in this day and time,
Yeah.
you know, because everybody has gotten so desensitized
Yes.
to what caring
Yeah.
and compassion and love and hardship, what it takes. It takes something.
And
You
a,
have to,
and
yeah.
a stick-to-itness, to
Yeah,
stay
stick-
into something, to, like she said, when she talked about love being a choice, to really get in there and really try to make the thing work.
Yeah, that's what I was
You know,
saying
it's so
about the
easy
low
to just
points.
walk away,
Right.
you know, than it
Yeah.
is to just stay in there and just try to make the thing work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, my challenge.
Oh, you gotta get back. Go in. You do you. I'm not mad.
So, I've been divorced for 18 years. So I think my challenge is to really know when someone is being genuine and when they're not, because I've dated like 3 people in 18 years. And I tend to try to be serious when I'm into dating someone. But where's the sincerity? You know, I look for that, but is it just fooling me? Is it trickery? Or is it, you know how you get these dogs that want to lay around the hay, but they don't really want to own the hay. You just want to block everybody else from getting to the hay. So my thing is, my challenge is finding sincerity. Where's, they act like they're there and trying to be all in,
Right,
but then when it comes down to it, they're not.
right.
So
Okay.
that's my challenge, is finding
Um,
the sincerity.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna say this. A lot of people are afraid of real.
And I've gotten that.
Until you get
Scared.
real, when you get real in a relationship, they say what they want until they get what they want.
Okay. Wow.
Or I've been hurt. Haven't we all? I mean, it's like we all done got our knees skin up. Get back up.
Right.
And, if you're really trying to be in this, jump back on the bike and ride it. But if you're not, then move on. Yeah.
And some of your words next.
Right. And don't lie about it.
I remember when they had all these bikes riding around in Dallas, but truck drop a dollar in. They all gone now. So
Right, right.
And if you that hurt, why are you dating? I'm saying for the
Because
guys.
they're broke.
Yeah.
They're broke.
Yeah.
That's my challenge. They're broke.
Okay, okay.
They're broken.
Okay,
And
right.
when do we heal from the
Yeah,
brokenness
yeah.
and try to move on? But
Yeah.
now I want to be with everybody.
You're trying to heal them. We're wanted animals. That's what they are. That's what we are, So. Okay, one last question, and we're going to wrap this up. So, the last question is, what is your deal breaker? Period. What's your deal breaker? Who wants to go first?
I got an easy one.
There you go.
We're out on a date. You mistreat the server. Pisses me off to no end.
Yeah.
That tells me what kind of person you are. Doesn't mean I can't leave my dog around. As much as my dog gets on my nerves.
That's fair.
That's why I got a bump on my head getting here late, because she was in my way trying to get my shoes, made me bust my head. You won't treat my dog right. If I can't trust you to treat a simple animal that's going to love you no matter who you are,
regardless, you walk through the door.
you can't even treat a human being with simple dignity. I don't care if they're serving tables. I've served tables. I've been a janitor at different points in my life. That tells me a whole lot about what you perceive to be your place in the pecking order. That's it.
Okay.
Short, simple, and to the point.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
Regina, what's your deal breaker?
For me, I would say always, I don't know, but I guess I don't know. That's a hard one.
You don't like to represent.
I don't. Okay, so here it is. Yeah. So I'm gonna say it like this. If they just keep having conversations always about other people, I know that sounds real simple and petty, but if we're coming, yeah, you just always talking about everybody else. Just talk to ex and them and her and how about, let's talk about me and you.
Right.
And some people avoid all of that. They talk about everything else, but they don't talk about themselves. And I want to know about you.
Okay, all right. Okay. Deborah?
Okay, I'm gonna say this, and then everybody's gonna be looking all crazy, but for me, and I think I said it earlier, having a relationship with God is important for me. That's my deal breaker because, because of the life I live, I need somebody that's gonna be open to that as well.
No, I'm not arguing. I was gonna ask a question. I've been meaning around, but, okay. A deal in the dogma of church versus someone that's religious. Does that make a major issue for you?
Well, it's not even religion. It's not about religion. No, it's not about religion because there's a lot of people that go to church.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a
Yeah,
whole bunch of
but there's
hypocrites.
a lot of people that go to church. But what I'm
Pastors,
saying is
Yeah.
having a relationship.
Spirituality.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to figure
Yeah,
out how that
having a
works. That's what I'm trying to understand
relationship
what you're
with
saying.
God,
Okay.
because there's a whole bunch of people that go to church,
Well, you
and
want to
they
see
are the
fruit. You want to see
worst.
fruit in that person. Like that God is there.
That God is in their life, because, because I can
Yeah.
say a whole bunch of stuff, but
Yeah.
that's gonna show up in how you walk, or how you
But you have to, but
dictate yourself.
but you may be further ahead in
And
your
that's fine.
religion than
No, and
some-
that's completely
Everybody's always
In a different place.
transition.
And that's not what
Everyone
I'm
is-
saying.
People are always trying to get there.
Okay, but hold
Not
up, hold
where
up.
you
No,
are.
but hold up. I understand exactly what you're saying. I
I was raised in the
didn't
church.
say, I didn't say that they had to be where I am.
Mm.
Did I say that? I didn't say that.
No,
I
I'm not
said
saying that. I'm just
that they
making a
have to have a
generalization.
relationship,
Right.
and that is going to show at some point. That's going to show, and it's not, I'm not saying you gotta be a Bible thumper, because most times, and I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but most times women are a little bit further along in a spiritual walk than men because of our nature, to be led and to, and that kind of a thing.
But
So,
the-
wait, hold up.
Go ahead.
So I'm not saying that they have to be where I am. But for me, she asked me what my deal breaker was, that has to be a part of your life, for me, because it's a part of my life. Now, she said I go to church every Sunday, for the most part.
I do too.
I sing on the praise team, so a lot of times I'm at Bible study on Wednesday nights, you know what I'm saying? And then I take a personal Bible study on Monday nights, because I want to know more of the word for myself. Now, am I saying that's what you have to do? No, I'm not saying that's what you have to do. But you have to know who God is, for me, my deal breaker.
Okay, can I ask you something regarding your deal breaker? Is it a relationship with your God, which is, I'm sure the same as my God? Or
Yes.
can I have a relationship with
No, there's
Buddha
different gods.
or
No, you can't have
What else?
no. For me, Buddha is unevenly yoked for me. Okay, so you can't have, because you can't have a relationship. You can't. For me,
I'm a PK, I know.
yeah. So for me, since you asked the question, for me, yes, that is a deal
Right.
breaker
I
for
want
me.
to say something. This ain't even, I know you got to go around the room, but I wanted to say this too, to address this. I'm so sorry. When I said that church is not, because I'm not that religious Christian that I used to be when I was married. When I went through my divorce, I was broken. And so in my brokenness, God showed me, this relationship that I got with God is totally different. It's not that same old do-do-do-do-do-do.
Mhm.
I still read my Bible, whether I go to church or not, because the Bible is in me. The word is in you. So I don't have, so when I say that, I don't want to make it look like I don't I just hit and miss with church.
And
No,
see-
my relationship with God is first
And
and
that's
foremost.
good. And see,
But I don't have to do that
and
part
I
of it
understand
anymore.
that, but for me, I like doing this
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
So
yeah,
for
yeah,
me,
yeah.
I like getting up on Sunday mornings going to
Right.
church. It's not because I feel like I have to,
Yeah.
and it's a routine or anything.
Yeah.
I like getting up, going up
Beautiful.
and singing and doing my thing. I like reading my Bible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then but I'm not saying that's only who I am.
Yeah.
Because I like going out to the movies. I like going to dinner.
Yeah.
I like going to listen to a little jazz or something. I may have a glass of wine or something.
Yeah.
But for me, as a deal breaker,
Yeah.
you have to have that peace
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, we
So
all-
since she asked me what my
Yeah.
deal breaker
I
was.
have a question.
Okay, and Herman, this is gonna lead into your one deal breaker.
Yes.
No, I'm just saying. Okay, all right. I lost a brother
and a sister and fought cancer in 2021. How long is it gonna take me to catch up with your God?
What do you mean catch
Me,
up
me,
with my-
I mean, because I believe in God, but you seem as though that it's like this is where you are. I believe in God because He put me through that. He brought me through that. He brought me through that. But that's your stance. My travel and my journey, because without a test, I can't have a testimony. So you're here. I may be struggling with my God because I've been through so much. Would you judge, unlike God who doesn't, because I'm not where you are?
No, I will not.
I'm just asking a
And
question.
so here's a question.
Because there's different struggles.
Okay, so let me
We
tell
have
you
different
something.
struggles.
Okay, that's a good question, that's a good point, that's a good point, but here's the thing. You look at me, but you don't know what I've struggled
No,
with.
I'm
just saying, no,
I'm not
no,
judging you. I'm saying
No, but I'm
where
asking you.
you are.
Okay, let me answer your question. I'm with my God right here, right now, because of the challenges I've had in my life.
Y'all see that?
I said because, I'm not just trying, I want to,
She did
because
it.
I don't want you to think that I'm not sitting here being judgmental at all. That's not what I'm saying. That's not where I
Because
am.
we're all fallible
No,
in this room.
and we are, and I'm not sitting here and if hold on, and if I'm giving off that I'm so perfect, that's not what I'm trying to give off. She asked me the question, what was my deal breaker? And you talk about your challenges and things like that. I'm in this relationship with God right now because of all the things that He's brought me through. You see what I'm
That's why
saying?
I know.
So that's why I am in this place right now, because He's so good. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know that.
You know, He
because
is
I come from what I
so
come
He
from.
is so good that I want to be here. I want to seek after Him. I want to do the stuff that I do. It's not about me judging you. Your walk is different. Her walk is different. Hers. Everybody's walk is different with God. You know, and I'm not saying I'm in some hallelujah. I'm in the heavens.
Holy
No, I'm
is
not. Exactly. And if that's the way I'm coming across, please forgive me because that's not what I mean. That's what you're feeling. I don't know why you're
No,
feeling.
no, I'm not feeling that.
We're not supposed to feel this thing right there, right? We don't feel it, man.
And so you're
We don't feel it. Remember, we means it.
You say you don't feel, but you do.
No. I was just taking it from,
Yeah, and
from an area where you were coming from,
Yeah.
and I
But
just
that's how
had
you
to-
perceived it.
Exactly.
That's how you perceived it. So let me correct it. That's not that's not what I'm saying. You know, I'm just saying for me, I love my God like that. Okay? And I'm not saying you don't, but I just, yeah.
Look to your neighbor and say, neighbor.
How about if we say, Herman, what's your deal breaker?
My deal breaker. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. My deal breaker
Somebody
is.
get holier than thou, huh?
No. You know what? I'm not gonna do that. I just spent 2 whole minutes with you. My deal breaker is just the not understanding what companionship is. Not understanding that it takes what it takes. You know, it is what it is. It's not. If someone can talk you out of your own home instead of you looking into people, instead of you looking out to find what you need within, and you need to look in your own place, because the world can't offer you something that you feel inside your own house. Whatever's going on in your own world, I can't deal with someone who has to take. You talk to that person. You talk to that person. What's going on? I feel this way. This is. I didn't like what you did. Instead of going, well, I can't. Narcissism. I hate narcissism. I hate someone who always feels they need to win.
Yeah.
I always have to let, if you're wrong, you don't have to tell me you're wrong like that.
Right.
You know, you wait a day, 2 later.
Yeah, baby, you know what I was thinking? I was thinking, you know what? You know what? You had a point.
Okay. That's good, that's good. Rosalind, what's your deal breaker?
My deal breaker is a liar.
Ooh.
I cannot
That's good.
Yes,
stand a liar.
yes.
If I,
You ain't been online.
oh, I have. It's,
Lord
it's
Jesus,
liars.
that's right. But anyway, go ahead, do you.
It's liars that
You got 2 whole
I
weeks.
lasted 2 whole weeks.
If you lie, you're gonna cheat. You're gonna
Yes,
steal.
still it
Yeah.
on there, right?
it's
Yeah.
a domino effect,
Yeah.
and it's I met this guy who was like, "Oh, I want to take you out. Where is your absolute favorite place to eat?" And I like Eddie V's.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, we don't have to do my absolute favorite.
Right.
It's a little expensive. And he was like, no, I'm taking you to Eddie V's. Now I got a call. Well, I got jumped. You got jumped.
Who you dealing with?
Oh, liar.
West Dallas ass dudes you
Liar.
dealing with, excuse me. Oh, hey, edit that.
So, he came back when he got jumped. He said he was across the street from AutoZone and he got robbed by 3 guys with black hoods on.
Oh my.
But they jumped out in front of his car and it was dark and he had to stop. And I'm like, well, if it was dark, why you just didn't keep on going?
Yeah.
What made you stop? His story was just totally stupid. But I just knew. I was like, you know what? I don't do liars.
I'll go to Eddie V's.
Yeah.
We don't even have to do that. Let's just start out. We can go to Applebee's. We don't have to start there.
Right.
But yeah, no, I'm taking you to Eddie V's.
Wow. Okay.
So liars, those are deal breakers for me.
Okay. All right. Well, once again, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you guys for being here. Sissy, do you have any parting words?
Well, I just too want to thank you guys for the conversation, and even though not being single, I feel like I've learned a lot. Gives me all the more incentive to hang in with what I'm doing.
It's rough.
Yeah, this is good. I'm married. I have a companion, but I'm married. But this is good. Thanks again, guys. And April, you want to just come through and say hi or make yourself known?
Wow, this was an awesome session. I really appreciate all you all coming and telling your truth and not telling any lies, but telling your truth. And I'm like Sissy. It makes me I'm happy to be married, because it's a jungle out here. But thank you all for coming.
Yeah, so once again, this is the Turn Time Sisters podcast. So let's wine a while.
It's been a while.